Okay, yes, we did it again. 4 more Zara fragrances, but I believe this collection of vanilla fragrances came out before the last video of fragrances I did. So we're going to talk about 4 vanilla fragrances. These are targeted to the ladies. This is the first time I'm doing a specific ladies targeted collection of fragrances, and they're all vanilla focused. We've got Hypnotic Vanilla, comes in this box right here. We have Starlight Vanilla, comes in this box right here. Supreme Vanilla comes in this box right here, and then Vanilla Vibration, this one right here. So find out about these 4 fragrances coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian. Yes, we're talking about Zara fragrances today. Budget fragrances, somewhat pretty quality. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. You know, I did smell these at the very beginning of my trip at a Zara somewhere on my trip, but I don't remember how good they were. And I didn't sample all of them. I sampled 1 or 2, and I've completely forgotten which one I sampled. But they are 80 ml bottles, 35.90 eau de parfum concentration. And this is one that I was definitely interested in doing a video on because I am a lover of vanilla. Remember, vanilla is my second favorite note. I absolutely love vanilla and fragrances, so I wanted to get my nose on these fragrances. And even though they're targeted to the ladies, I mean, we have unisex vanilla fragrances, so are they definitely just for women? I don't think so. But we're going to go ahead and get started with Hypnotic Vanilla first. We're going to start off, we're doing this in alphabetical order is what I should say. Here on the back, $35.90 is the price. And also, this collection is called Chapter Number 7. So I've not bought any Zara feminine fragrances. I've bought mostly unisex and male targeted releases. So I don't understand what the chapter means. So if anybody knows, please do let me know. And I haven't, like I said, sampled any of the previous chapters, if there's like a chapter 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Also, there are no perfumers mentioned for these fragrances. So we don't have, I guess they're not disclosing the perfumers for these fragrances. And also, lastly, the pricing seems 80 ml for $35.90. The last collection I did was 100 ml for $35.90. So I really don't understand the way they do pricing for these fragrances. It's a bit of a mystery for me. But whatever they do, they do. So Hypnotic Vanilla is an amber floral gourmand. This is it right here. So vanilla, heliotrope, apricot blossom, hawthorn, and jasmine are what's mentioned in the notes breakdown. But what I should say is also sometimes the listing of what notes they put on their website and this beautiful kind of vintage looking photograph or an image of the notes breakdown is completely different. So some of the notes are not moved over to the image that they have created with the notes. But you know, it's probably they run out of money to provide the artist who created those images. But I like those images that they're using to kind of explain the fragrance and the notes breakdown for the fragrances. So let's go ahead and smell this. Again, I sampled 1 or 2 of these in passing. I don't remember what they were. And I'm going to tell you what they are now. So Hypnotic Vanilla. So I should say, this is a pretty quiet fragrance. I'm not smelling it whatsoever, even after spraying it. So that's definitely a negative going for it. But it is 80 ml, $35.90, so not going to break the bank. Oh boy, I do need to spray this a little more. So this one doesn't seem to be loud. It does say addictive and hypnotic, a radiant feminine bouquet embraced by the richness of golden vanilla. There's something solar about this one. Kind of almost to the point of like a beachy fragrance. Sunny. Sunny idea comes to mind. That's why I'm saying solar. It's developing. It's powdery for sure. Like the heliotrope is really, really prominent. And apricot blossom and heliotrope I think really do complement one another. Something about apricot blossoms, there's definitely like an almondy note or smell to them. And if you've ever had the pit of an apricot, you can kind of get that whole almondy bitterness. Almost to the fact that apricot pit of the apricot has a bit of like a tonka bean flavor. So I definitely have smelled the blossom and there's an almondiness, like almost like a cross between heliotrope and mimosa flower with the apricot blossom. So what it does here is intensify this almondy effect in this particular fragrance. But they are using jasmine, which I'm not picking up too much, if at all. Mostly I'm picking up the apricot blossom, the hawthorn, and the heliotrope. And the jasmine's kind of hidden. It's definitely kind of hidden under there, and doesn't really give me a very jasmine-y effect. But sometimes the effect that they're going for, maybe just to enhance it a little bit with the jasmine. So I like this. I like the whole solar effect that it has. A bit of beachy, kind of solar, sunshiny, maybe lightly tropical happening, but not necessarily like uber. It's mostly very powdery, almondy vanilla. It's very, very powdery, I should say. So I'm happy with this. I don't know if you guys have tested it out yet. This is Hypnotic Vanilla. Vanilla, it's the year of vanilla, I think, or the decade of vanilla, but like since 2020, more vanilla fragrances are coming out. And this year I've seen the most out of all of the years of this particular decade so far. And I think 4 fragrances from Zara, all focused on vanilla. And yeah, it's the year of vanilla. Decade of vanilla, I should say. So the next one I'm going to talk to you about is Starlight Vanilla. This one right here. So Starlight Vanilla, let me read it first. The purest abstraction, an exquisite nectar of almond and tonka bean, dressed in an enveloping ambery vanilla signature. So once again, 3590, chapter number 7. If any of you have sampled these fragrances, do let me know. Put a comment down below. If you're a man, are you wearing these fragrances, or are you strictly leaving these fragrances for the ladies? Do you enjoy vanilla? Let me know. So this is Aromatic Amber fragrance. This, again, I haven't smelled these. I took notes down and came up with my own descriptions for the fragrances or styles. And judging from the notes that are in here, with supposedly an overdose of lavender, I call it an aromatic amber fragrance. And lavender and amber are becoming very, very popular lately. That combo is pretty popular, I should say. There's a new one from Dolce & Gabbana, a unisex fragrance that's coming out. That's vanilla and lavender. There's the Goddess from Burberry. There's that Diesel fragrance that also is a unisex fragrance. That's lavender and vanilla. For me, this one's a bit more brighter and stickier than the previous one, whereas the previous one was very powdery. Starlight Vanilla, actually, to me, is definitely really good. I'm going to spray this one on. Not that there's anything wrong with Hypnotic Vanilla, but this one, Starlight Vanilla, is definitely more my style. My style, because it's definitely more sticky, ambery, and sweet. The lavender is there, and I don't think this is an overdose of lavender, though. It's there. It's very, very ambery and syrupy sweet, and I don't get lactonic qualities from this, even though they have almond milk listed as note. But this one's good. This is really, really good. Delicious, actually. Wow. I'm impressed with this one. I would wear this one totally. Hey, it's for women, but, you know, we've got unisex vanilla fragrances out there. So I think if they made unisex fragrances a bit more frequently, I think there would be more of an audience, because sometimes I think a man would be shying away from that particular fragrance because they put it in the, you know, the description even says for a woman and things like that. So that might turn some men off, even though some of them might be into vanilla, wearing vanilla. So either way. So far, I think for me, the standout is Starlight Vanilla. And that's the second one I've sampled so far. Next up, we've got Supreme Vanilla. This is the box for it. And this one reads, a feminine and sophisticated fragrance, an Inky chord associated to a pink sugar note, sublimate a captivating vanilla with notes of tonka beans and cedarwood. I'm actually really digging the Starlight Vanilla. That's actually louder than the other one. The Hypnotic Vanilla was very subdued. It didn't really scream, but compared to Starlight Vanilla, it's a screamer. I mean, these are not like beast mode, but compared to Hypnotic Vanilla, Starlight Vanilla screams for sure. So let's open this one up and test it out. Again, if you have sampled all four, and maybe you have all four, let me know what your favorite is, or maybe you sampled them in the store and you bought one of them because it stood out. Let me know which one you enjoy. But this is Supreme Vanilla right here. Ooh, I'm liking the smell of this one. Ooh, Supreme Vanilla is good. Wow, this one's going to go on the other hand. This is super delicious. Yes. Oh, man. Glad I got these. These are really, really good. Wow. So this is notes of Madagascar vanilla beans, pink sugar, Tonka beans, cedarwood, and Inky cord. This one's even better than Starlight vanilla. This is super sexy, actually. Supreme Vanilla, wow. This might be my favorite because I'm not sure how Vanilla Vibration is going to turn out. But I like the way this is. Once again, it's sticky, syrupy, unlike powdery like Hypnotic Vanilla. I mean, don't get me wrong. All of these fragrances are going to be powdery. But whereas Hypnotic Vanilla was very dry powdery, the other two, the Starlight Vanilla and the Supreme Vanilla, they're more sticky, ambery vanilla. So there's a powderiness there, but you definitely experience the stickiness as well. The Inky cord, I think, is what's giving us this kind of a sexiness with this nice contrast that's in here to contrast against the kind of sweet and sugary and the notes of, you know, the vanilla and things like that. And of course, we've got the cedarwood too. Okay, which one do I like better? Supreme Vanilla for sure, but no, yeah, I think Supreme Vanilla is definitely the one I like. But both of them are really good. If I'd have to pick one, I'd pick Supreme Vanilla if I can only pick one. But right after it, I would pick Starlight Vanilla. So last fragrance is called Vanilla Vibration. This one says, a charming vanilla nectar irresistibly infused with the woody scent of papyrus and powdery iris flower. So let's see how that one is. I'm a bit tired of Zara. I think you guys are. Some of you are really not wanting me to do any Zara videos. I mean, there are some good finds, but it's like you got to constantly go there. And they're cranking out the fragrances way too much. Way, way too much. Will this be the last video I do for Zara this year? I think I might be running out of time for the rest of the year. I might slow down and then pick back up next year. Although people come to me and say, oh my god, you're missing out on this next collection, because since I launched the last video, so many people have said there's a new collection here, there's a new collection here. I'm like, tobacco, a woody collection. I can't keep up, man. I can't really keep up. But I'm glad I'm doing this video because this Supreme Vanilla is delicious. Starlight Vanilla is delicious too. Okay, let's try Vanilla Vibration. I like the name of Vanilla Vibration. Okay, once again, this one's a bit subdued like the first one. I don't care for this one as much. I was too excited for those other two. I mean, I'm sure it'll find an audience, but this one's not doing it for me. Not only the fact that it's a bit subdued, but I think it's not blended very well. You can definitely pick up the cardamom, and sometimes cardamom goes soapy, minty. There's something weirdly minty in here, and that's not really... It's almost like toothpaste. It's just turning me off. I don't like the smell of toothpaste and perfume. Hey, I brush my teeth every day. I love mint, but the authentic, realistic kind. This one might have to be tested on skin, though. But I'm really, really not liking that mintiness. This is a weird mintiness. I don't care for it. Let me quickly spray it. Let me know if you guys get that weird mintiness that I'm getting with this fragrance. I don't care for this. I mean, it's not bad, but on skin it's less minty. But to me, when you have such good ones like Starlight Vanilla and Supreme Vanilla, Vanilla Vibration, even though it's got a great name, is a disappointment. It's just not working for me. I think they could make better fragrances. If they can make great fragrances like Starlight Vanilla and Supreme Vanilla, they could make great fragrances with the others too, right? There's nothing wrong with Hypnotic Vanilla. I just didn't care for its subdued qualities. But for me, Vanilla Vibration is definitely not working. And even though it smells a little better on skin, I don't like it as much as the other two. There's less mintiness on skin also. But for some reason also, I'm getting a bit of a hint of Santal 33, and I think it's coming from the papyrus note. Papyrus is definitely featured in Santal 33, and I'm getting it here. So there's that weird pickled juiciness faintly in the background, which I'm getting because of the papyrus note. I don't know. It's okay. I don't think this is my favorite. Vanilla Vibration, definitely not. But for me, the winners are definitely, for sure, these two, Starlight Vanilla and Supreme Vanilla. So if I was on a budget, I would get Supreme Vanilla first. I mean, if I was on a budget and I can only afford one of these, for sure it's going to be Supreme Vanilla because it's absolutely delicious. Followed by, if I can buy two, because it's two fragrances under $100 for sure with tax and things. So we can, afford the two. I would get Starlight Vanilla and Supreme Vanilla. But those are my thoughts on these 4 fragrances. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I think I will stop doing Zara fragrance review videos. The year is coming to an end and they're just cranking out way too many fragrances. But I'm very happy that I got to review these fragrances. And this is the first time I've reviewed any fragrances from the ladies' collection of fragrances. And definitely the Starlight and the Supreme are definitely worth it. If you like my taste and you like my, style of fragrances that I speak about, you'll definitely enjoy Supreme and Starlight Vanilla. I think those are great. Nothing wrong with Hypnotic Vanilla. As I said, it was just a bit subdued, and Vanilla Vibration is not working for me. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Please like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.